Title: The True Story of Evans the Kidnapper. Chukwudubem Onwuamadike, popularly known as Evans, was born in Nnewi, Anambra State, Nigeria. Raised in a poor background, he reportedly dropped out of school in junior secondary and turned to street life. Over the years, he gradually rose through the ranks of crime, starting with robbery, then moving into drug trafficking and eventually full-scale kidnapping for ransom. Evans was not your everyday street criminal. He was smart, tactical, and extremely brutal in his operations. He built a multi-million naira kidnapping empire that spread across Lagos, Anambra, Edo, Delta, and Abuja. He targeted wealthy businessmen, oil magnates, and even foreign nationals, and he demanded nothing less than $1 million in ransom. Evans would order weeks or even months of surveillance on his targets. His men would track business owners, follow their routines, learn where their offices and homes were, and identify their children's schools. He invested in sophisticated tracking devices, and he had insiders in banks and companies who fed him key details. Once the time was right, he'd strike. Victims were usually abducted in broad daylight, ambushed in traffic, attacked while leaving work, or dragged out of their cars by armed men. They were blindfolded and driven to secret ransom houses, most notably in places like Igando and Festac Town in Lagos. Victims were often beaten, starved, or chained for weeks or months while Evans personally negotiated with their families. He insisted on being paid in foreign currency, usually US dollars, and used untraceable phone lines to threaten families. In some cases, families had to sell properties or borrow huge sums just to pay him. Evans was very security conscious. He changed locations often, never used the same phone number twice, and drove bulletproof vehicles. He also used fake names and passports to travel, and had properties in South Africa and Ghana. After years of evading the police, Evans was finally captured by the Intelligence Response Team, IRT, led by DCP Abba Kyori in June 2017 at his mansion in Magodo, Lagos. He was living like a king, with luxury cars, gold-plated furniture, and millions in cash hidden in secret compartments. The police uncovered shocking evidence. Over $20 million earned from ransom. Several kidnap dens across the country. Guns, bullets, and military-grade weapons. High-tech gadgets and foreign bank accounts. Evans was charged with kidnapping, conspiracy, and unlawful possession of firearms. In February 2022, he was sentenced to life imprisonment by a Lagos High Court. His arrest and trial shocked Nigerians not just because of his crimes, but because of how he maintained a double life, a family man by day, a cold-blooded kidnapper by night. The story of Evans serves as a brutal reminder of the depth of criminal networks in Nigeria and the struggles of law enforcement. His style of operation changed how kidnappings were done in the country, with more planning, larger ransoms, and dangerous cross-border activities. But his fall also inspired renewed efforts by the Nigerian police and the public to report suspicious activity, and to no longer assume that the rich and respectable faces in society might not be hiding dark secrets.